Hey, what's up you guys? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Quick Draw, we're cranking out the kills when we take a look at the Sybaris. So, I'll be straightforward with you guys, or at least as straightforward as I can be. Number 1, other than sniper rifles, I've never been a big fan of semi-automatic weapons, especially in a game as fast-paced as Warframe. And number 2, I've always found burst fire weapons to be a bit inaccurate and wasteful with ammo, so instinctually, I wasn't necessarily jumping for joy when I heard about the Sybaris. That is, until I took a good look at what it was packing under the hood, and let me tell you, this boy's got a nice big surprise for us. The Sybaris' blueprints are available in the Tenno Lab in your clan dojo after you've completed the appropriate research. Do be aware that this does have a mastery rank of 5 to craft, but if your greedy little hands want to get a hold of it ASAP, it's available in the market pre-built along with a catalyst for 225 plat. So, the Sybaris is one of the few weapons that has a pretty even base damage type, with slashing only pulling slightly ahead. Now, this means two things. Due to its even spread, it can take on any enemy without suffering too harshly against any resistance. But on that same page, it doesn't necessarily excel with any specific faction. So, to make it a bit more specialized, be sure to go in with the appropriate elemental combo. Now, let's start from the bottom up. So the Sybaris is a burst fire lever action rifle. Its accuracy is awesome and it's got a very low recoil, meaning that you won't have much of an issue landing both bullets on a weak spot. In addition, it's got a faster fire rate than the Grimlock and deals more damage per burst, and it looks a lot sexier too. I think the only downside on the Sybaris is the fact that while it does have a clip size of 10, it fires off 2 bullets per burst, meaning that you'll only get off 5 shots before you need to reload, which definitely makes it a pain when you're taking on large crowds of enemies, especially the infested. So, while that's all great, the Sybaris really shines when you slap a crit build on it. Now, for newer weapons, I try to get a review out before I put any forma on them, but this time I just couldn't help it. The Sybaris has a base crit of 25%, which you can mod up to 62 with a maxed out point strike. In addition, with a maxed out vital sense, each of those crits will deal over 4 times the amount of its modified damage. Now, I do understand that 62 isn't 100%, but the fact is it does toss out 2 bullets at once. You've got a good chance at least one of those bullets critting, and that's not even accounting for the extra bullets possible for multi-shot. Boop boop boop. Modding time! Yeah, still no intro, I'm sorry. Eventually though, I swear. Now since I'm 1/3 of the way there, the quality of life mod that I'm going to be using is just a basic crit build. So start off with a point strike and a vital sense to increase the critical damage. Speed trigger is definitely a must since lever action rifles tend to have a slow fire rate, and I'll probably finish it off with some splash damage. I have been experimenting with heavy caliber and to be honest, it's not half bad, and I'm most likely going to keep it in the build. So all in all, while I was a little hesitant at first, I'm definitely finding the Sybaris to be extremely fun and effective. However, I will say that due to the fact that it doesn't come with any innate polarity slots, it is a bit of a rough start. Especially when we're talking about a crit build that uses a lot of mods. This is definitely one of those weapons you'll have to invest a decent amount of forma into to see its full potential. So, it's back to yanking and cranking, cause while it's worth it, the Sybaris is gonna need a little bit of a grind. And I'm more than happy to oblige. Thank you all for watching another episode of the Quick Draw. If you missed it, here's my review on the Angstrom, as well as another lever action rifle, the Grimlock. Don't tell anyone, but I actually thought it was a sniper rifle when I first got it. Shh. Now be sure to do the thing that I ask you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, stay tuned for more grinding out forma on weapons, here at A Gay Guy Plays. So, is it Sybaris? 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 Dear God, it's always that sometimes why. That sometimes fucking why.